right. Dropping a few frames here. I'm just waiting to make sure this connection's nice and solid. Looks like it is here. I think we're good to go. Yeah, let's run it. Happy Friday night. Welcome to the weekend. And we're kicking it off in style here tonight. We've got a total of 5 boxes we'll be ripping through. Close to a record. I think we've done more than that. I think we've done like 6, 7, we might have even done 8 for a Series 1 release a couple years back. But 5 boxes is right up there. Certainly in the top 5 for us. So I'm excited for tonight. We've got random teams here first. That's the way I'm setting things up. Then we're going to go to the Pick Your Team hobby. That also sold out. And then after that, we're going to continue with our case break part 3. That is going to be boxes 7, 8, 9. The next 3 boxes. How about that? And then we'll conclude that tomorrow with 3 more. So with that said, this is Random Teams. Let's get it going. Yeah, Corey, yep. We're going to save that for last, I figured, though. All right, let's throw this up here on the screen. Here we go. That is not right on the left with the names. Hold on. The title is right. The names are not. That is from a previous break. Let me get that fixed up really fast. Random teams, purchased spots. There we go. Those are the spots in the order they were purchased this evening. I'm going to copy those and paste them over to random.org. Hey, Gary. All right, that's good. We've got description 2026 Topps Heritage. We've got 30 entries, so that's all set. Let's roll the dice. 4 or less reroll. 10 is great. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Copy these. Verification code JHMSYQ. Take that to multi-round giveaways if you'd like to verify those results. Let's take it over to the far left. And there you go. All set and squared away. I'll get this off the screen, crack open the box while you look over those results. And if you'd like to make any swaps, I'll keep an eye on the chat throughout the break and see if anything goes through. Of course, as always, you can trade after the break too. Just shoot me a DM, however you please, an email, message. Just got to hear from both parties. Make a file swap. All right, let's see. Bring this on over, crack this open. So all together tonight, we're ripping 100 packs of Heritage. Something awesome's got to happen, right? It's just statistics. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Random Teams Heritage. Our first box of the night. Let me get my garbage pail over here a little closer. All right, here we go. Cade Horton. Jackson Chourio. Brandon Lau. Christian Walker. Tatis. Jerickson Profar. Trevor Rogers and Nick Kurtz. We'll check the backs. Every handful of packs. Ketel Marte. Hunter Brown. Piece of cardboard. Jackson Merrill. Mike Trout. Yordan Alvarez. Blue Speckle Chrome. Kyle Manzardo. That is not anything there in terms of variant. Oh, it's just a chrome. Strange. Christopher Sanchez and then Matt Wallner. I think the chrome was backwards again. This one might be a refractor I saw there or something like that. Kyle Freeland. Kyle Schwarber. All Kyle's pack. Nope. Colton Cowser. Jacob Wilson. Tarek Skubal. That is a refractor. Cool. Jackson Joe. But look at that. Is that like the cardboard that got damaged before? In that last pack or something? That's a bummer. But nice refractor. Cool. That one's going to Tampa Bay. Bob Seymour. And then Addison Barger. Two of these refractors per box. O'Neal Cruz. Martinez, Caglione. Didn't see one in our case last night. 3 boxes we ripped. McCable, Eovaldi. This Chrome again. Yep, Brendan Donovan. Guess they're all just going to be backwards. Then we got Gray Border Kodai Senga and Manny Machado. Now this is the first brown border of these. Are these just supposed to like match the team? We've seen most blue. A couple brown. I mean, a couple black. That's the first brown. I have to do a little more research on what's going on with those. Look at the checklist again. Didn't really look over the insert checklist too much beyond the autographs, so skipped over that. Rafaela, Ramirez, Granello, Noah Cameron, Casey Schmidt, Brooks Lee is our blue chrome there. Then we got Gray Border, Ketel Marte, and Jackson Jobe. Sleeve up rookies after the break. We'll check backs in a moment here. Let's do another pack or two maybe. Emmett Sheehan, Mason Wynn, Paul Skeens, Kikuchi, blue chrome is Pepio, Rodon, Gray Border Victor Mesa, and Hunter Green. All right, we can pause here and check some backs. If you're just tuning in, we're starting off with the Random Teams hobby box that sold out this evening. And then we'll be moving on to the Pick Your Team hobby after that. And once we wrap that one up, we'll be moving on to the Case Break Night 3. So we got an awesome night lined up here. Hope you'll join us for at least some of it, if not all of it. Love to have your company for all of it, but I can't be that selfish. We're just looking at the green bars here next to the number for any word indicating a variant of some sort. But nothing there in our first few packs. Edwin Diaz, Jacob Young, Jose Ramirez, Jazz Chisholm Jr., Jarren Duran, Dane Myers. Rookies going to Paul Gervais in the Dodgers, and then Christian Yelich. Abbott, Vientos, Hassel, Rocchio, Skateboard and Adley Rushman, Dalton Rushing. Chrome is a Jonathan, nice, and Alec Bohm. Top load the Chrome rookie. Stephen Kwan, Aaron Judge, Sale Stewart, Blaylock, Castellanos. Chrome is Friedel, Gray Border Duran, and a ready action Samuel Basallo. See, I think they're just matching the jersey color the more we pull. Throw a sleeve on the Sale Stewart here now. Bailey Henderson, Kim Mead Soto. Blue chrome is, yeah, that threw me off. Corbin Carroll did not look like him. Freshly shaven or something, maybe. Rafael Flores and the Pirates getting the rookies card, and then Pete Alonso for record breaker. Brandon Sprout, Marcelo Meyer, Otto Lopez, Brennan Donovan, Dylan Beavers. Chrome blue one here is Cody Clemens. Then we got a gray border, Lennon Sosa. And a ready and action. That is Francisco Lindor. Getting a lot of these ones. 3 of them in this box. All right, let's go through some backs here. Clear the backlog. Nope. Couple of rooks will slide over, and let's keep on going. Alcantara, Andrew Vaughn, Jack Leiter, Cade Horton, Tatis, Profar, getting some doubles here. Dane Myers for Chrome, and Marcus Semien. Mullins, Brady House, Alcantara, JJ Bleday, Jose Altuve, Robert for Blue Speckle, Mickey Moniak, Jeff McNeil. Max Fried, Sean Will, hey Gary, McKinstry, or Gary, I'm saying hi to, hey Gino, I'm one in the behind on the chat, Kel Rayleigh, Christian Campbell, Cabrera, Kyle Stowers, and our first Enterprise here is Pete Crow Armstrong. Gino, we're rolling the random teams now, and then after this, I'll hop off air, come right back for the Pick Your Team hobby. And then after that, we'll be going right into night 3, part 3 of the case break. So if I had to guess, roughly 9:45-ish. So, yeah. Jake Mangum, Ryan Mountcastle, Yuri Perez, Victor Scott, Roki Sasaki, Jordan Walker. See, they keep on getting damaged with these ones that are flipped over. I don't know what's with that. The Chrome is Tanner Bybee. And Ellie De La Cruz, record breaker. Jackson Chourio, Brandon Lau, Rafaela. I'll try and slow it down a few minutes, Gino. Noah Cameron, shift it down a gear. Casey Schmidt, Adley Rushman, Mackenzie Gore, and NL Championship Dodgers. Let's go to the backs. Nothing doing yet. Oh. Nope. All right. Jorge Soler, Jack Flaherty, Luzardo, Joe Adell, Acuna, Blue Chrome, Anthony Siegler, Yu Darvish, Base Chrome. I wonder what he's looking at off camera there. Noticed while I was sorting. And Luke Keeschel. Something important, it looks like. All right, we got 3 packs left. And we're still looking for the hit. If it's in this one, it's an auto. Andrew Vaughn, Jack Leiter, Spencer Horwitz, Brandon Pfaadt. That's some sort of image variation, right? Because we already had Kyle Schwarber. He's not holding the microphone in it. It is. This should have gone in the Kyle pack. Nice one, going to Hunter. Cool, Hunter. And we got Christian Moore coming up behind it for a Chrome. That's cool too, going to John. Nice. Gray border is Ryan Jeffers. A little more damage there. That's a bummer. And then Dylan Lyle. Anything happen on the back of this Christian Moore? A little bit there, but not as severe as the other ones. Something pinched there at the printer. This one's clean. That's important. That's good. Yes. Just throw them all together into one and hand it off to Kyle here. All right, 2 packs left and the hit's still coming. I know, Gary, right? It's the chromes, of course. The chromes and the gray borders. Basalo, Yamamoto, Brian Wu, Matt Olson. If it's in this pack, it's an auto. Cole Reagans, black border. It's only our second black border we've pulled since the product came out. Merrill Kelly, Eduardo Rodriguez, and Corey Seager. Oh, that top loader's upside down. Strange. All right, that one's going to Alan. We had one in, I think, our first box of the case break, and we haven't had any since. And here's our last pack, and there's either a missing hit or it's right here. What do we think? Autograph in here. Sale Stewart again. Cedric Mullins. Brady House again. These duplicates got me nervous. Matt Chapman. Corbin Burns. Victor Robles. Gray border. And there was no hit. We've got another missing hit. First in this product, but we had one in Series 1 as well. Tops all of a sudden. They're losing a step. All right, maybe I'm going to mention in the missing hit about the damaged chromes too and see if they can give us something a little special about that. We'll see. That's a bummer. But I will take care of it. After the breaks here tonight, I'll throw in a missing hit claim. The nice thing is Topps has updated it since Fanatics has started, and now it's digital, so I don't have to print it out and mail it in, and I don't have to cut the UPC off the box. It's much snappier, much quicker, and they get it done much faster as well. In fact, the Series 1 is back. It's on its way, so hopefully we'll be seeing what we got from that one within a day or two. Yeah, let's check out the backs of these last ones really quick. Make sure there's nothing there. There's not. The black border is not numbered. They're just tough pulls. Yeah, it was Series 1. It was from a standard hobby box, so it could be an auto or a relic. I got the email that they processed it and are shipping it back, though. So, I don't know, maybe tomorrow, if we're lucky. Monday. But it shouldn't be too much longer before we get that. Let's recap this box really quick. Then I'm going to flip everything over for the Pick Your Team hobby, and then we'll get into the case break after that. Just want to check these rookies. Make sure I didn't miss any variations there. All right, here we go. Rookies, we had Granello, Sal Stewart, Brandon Sproat, Dylan Beavers, Sal Stewart, and Samuel Basallo. Inserts, we had Francisco Lindor, Samuel Basallo, and Manny Machado. See, there was a lot of like little quirks. Like we got all those inserts instead of just like one or two of them. Gray borders here. Crochet, Ryan Jeffers, Lennon Sosa, Yohan Duran, Victor Mesa, Ketel Marte, and Kodai Senga. And that takes us into our chromes, blue chromes and base chromes. Victor Robles, Yu Darvish, Tanner Bybee, Robert Myers, Clemens, Corbin Carroll, TJ Friedel, Pepio, Brooks Lee, Brendan Donovan, Kyle Manzardo, and Christopher Sanchez. And then that'll take us over to the top-loaded stuff. Here we go. Brady House. Raw Power was James Wood. Christian Moore was the Chrome there. And then we got Chrome Anthony Siegler, some rookies. Enterprise PCA. Brady House again. Jonathan Chrome. Jack Caglione. And a Jackson Jobe refractor. We only got one refractor instead of two. Another little quirk like that. We did get a black border, though. That was nice. Merrill Kelly. And we did get an image variation, and that was nice. Win some, you lose some, I guess. But we'll make sure to get our hit. I'll let you know. Keep you updated on that. All right. Yeah, I know the Sale Stewards. I know. Some of those rookies we got a nice triple up on. Yeah, all right. So, yeah, I don't know if the next box is from the same case or what. I ordered these separately from our case, different time and stuff. So we'll see what happens with our Pick Your Team box. That's coming up next. I'm just going to hang everything up here now. Give me 5 minutes max just to get the titles and stuff all flipped over for YouTube categorization, stuff like that. And then I'll be right back. All right. And if you're looking for the case break, that's coming after the Pick Your Team.